welcome back to Home with Jeffrey. I am so excited to be vlogging for our new home and just to be doing this again because everything has finally come together. But I'm really excited about today's post because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while in terms of a DIY. This was the best time, and honestly what we're making today could be a great gift if you wanted to give somebody, so it's just in time for the holidays. I am obsessed, like all family and friends know this, I'm obsessed with keeping up with Kardashians. Khloe's my favorite, and when watching the season, I noticed that in Khloe's home, and I think in a lot of their homes, they have like this big moss bowl. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll attach a picture right here. Bowl of moss, and it's very simple, but it just is really beautiful, adds a really nice touch. So today I'm actually going to be trying to replicate that same bowl of moss, and again, it's large, and online they go for like $3,000. So Restoration Harbor had some for $3,000, there's a couple for $1,000, like just a simple moss. So I looked this up, I figured out kind of what I would need. There's not a DIY out there for this. This is the only one in my, that I've been able to find, the one that I'm making. Learn together, and we're gonna figure this out, and I hope that this works out so that you could potentially try this and make this at home. Okay, so keep in mind, this DIY, I found a video on how to do this bowl, so kind of just to wing this, so if you like hashtag bump Jeff it up, really make this pretty. So here's some of the materials that I got. The two easiest things to find, in my opinion, were first, the base. So I'm gonna use this moss. I don't really remember what this was called, to be honest, but you can kind of see it. It's like the brown moss. Very easy to find. I think every craft store has this. I think even Walmart carries it. There it is. It's just natural moss. I'm gonna use this as the base inside the bowl, and then I'm gonna glue the green moss on top of this. Very cheap. I think it was like $5 to $7, so it wasn't bad at all. And this is a big bag. It's gonna do more than what we need. You can also use styrofoam. I kind of thought about using that too, but it was a little pricier than that. This is obviously the green moss. This is what we're going to glue on top of the base, and we're going to put that in the bowl. I think this was this was probably the most expensive thing of this project. It was the most expensive thing in the project. This was $25 from Michael's. Now keep in mind, they usually do sales and like have coupons and things. I unfortunately didn't have one, so we're just gonna use that. This is what I was most excited about, but I honestly was a little nervous when I was doing this. I needed to find a bowl, and I knew that I could go to like, Walmart or Target or, a couple other places and find a bowl, which, I wanted something that was a little bit more unique and maybe something that everyone else didn't have. I went was Homegoods, and I found this beautiful bowl, and it was only $16.99, so it's not pricey at all. And it's large and it's glass, but it also kind of matches my living room because it's got that antique glass finish, and that's exactly the mirror, if you've been following my blog, that I made. So this was perfect, and I was very excited about it. If you want something a little bit more unique for, a good quality price, I suggest going to Homegoods, TJ Maxx, or Marshalls. You will also need glue. So hot glue is what I was going to use, and then I realized I did not have any glue sticks. So we're gonna try this Gorilla Clear glue that I have. I'm gonna try this and see. Now, if this doesn't work for any reason or I'm not happy with it, then I would go to the glue sticks. But if you have glue sticks, most people do, use that instead. First, Shar, if you're watching, this is that little table that you and Mitch got me. I still have it. I'm using it as my craft table today. I'm gonna remove this little sticker here. They put the Homegoods sticker on the inside of the bowl. If you know anything about Homegoods and TJ Maxx stickers, they do not come off. They're probably wasting time trying to get it off, to be honest. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna waste time to get it off. If there's a portion of it that shows, then we'll go back, but I'm gonna try to cover it with moss. I always wonder what this smells like. Okay, I mean, it smells like, I guess how you think it would smell. It smells like moss. I'm going to put this in the bowl, and I don't even know if we're going to use all of this. I guess that would depend on the size of your bowl, but for mine, this is really messy. I am going to put it in there like so, and then I'm going to kind of try to like squeeze it together, because what you'll find, because I've used this for other projects before, is this is very stringy, and so I don't want any of those strings like going over the sides of the bowl, because that would really suck. Okay, now I'm just gonna go around the edges and this, you probably can't see that this is covering me now. But I'm gonna go around the edges and just kind of add some of this in there. And of course, go around the edge where the freaking sticker is. Don't want that showing. But it's kind of like this. So now I'm just gonna put this in the floor because now this is kind of, honestly, like this is the funnest part in my opinion because now we get to, bless you Max, my cat just sneezed. We're going to then glue this, at least it's the plan. Again, I've never done this, so I'm not really sure, but my goal, I think what's gonna work on the sides first, and then we work our way in. Or maybe start in the middle and work our way out. I don't know. This smells a lot different than that does. Kind of smells like, I don't know. They have very unique smells. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to get the glue ready, and I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and start, you know, putting glue in some of the areas that I want to stick, you know, wads of moss first. Again, hot glue would be ideal for this. Didn't have that. And then the cool thing about this moss is that it comes out in chunks, so you can just kind of add moss, and you just tear it apart and, you know, just add up. And another thing, so I actually do need to get the moss that I just threw in the floor. I'm gonna build up a little bit and make some mounds so there's different layers, because if you look at Khloe's, it's not just smooth and round, it's kind of like lumpy. But I kind of like that because it's very, it looks like it was just taken out of makeup. Could have done with this, to be honest, was glue the moss to the bowl, but I would really like to use this bowl again for something else. If you don't plan to use your bowl for something else, like if this is something that you're gifting, I suggest gluing the moss down in the bowl. But again, it's really up to you and what your purpose is, or what your plans are for this. As you can see, it's coming along. A very quick project. So if you're looking for a gift and you want to make something homemade this holiday season for someone, really, like, this to me is a go-to because it's something that you can make with your family, with your kids. And it's relatively inexpensive, but it's still a really nice gift. I don't know, I just love stuff like this, and the fact that you can make it from home, that means a lot. So you'll see I've taken the cap off of the glue because it was just kind of taking a little too long. And now I am just going through and just really, this moss comes in wads, and so I'm just going through and adding a dollop of glue, and this is probably using more glue than I should, to be honest. However, this was glue that I already had, but if you're using glue sticks, which again, that would be my go-to. Okay, y'all, I'm adding the last few places. This is like really squishy, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of a good part about it. There we are. I hope this has you guys, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go take it in the house on a coffee table so I can, you know, have a little Khloe moment. It's done. What a simple project. I'm a little bit curious as to why Restoration Hardware charges so much when you could make this for a lot cheaper. Maybe it's the bowl, I don't really know. But I actually kind of like this bowl better than the ones that they sell. So this was very simple. Hopefully this is something that you will make or you took interest in, so that I'm kind of blown away at how gorgeous this is. And I can think of a couple different locations within my home that I want to use it. But I can also see myself making these to give away this Christmas season. But let me know if you end up making this. And, you know, we're all in this together, guys, and I can't wait to share more DIYs with you all. If you see something that you want me to try, please let me know. Until next time, I am going to go take this and play around with it in our home to see where it best fits. See you guys later.